friends. I have a game today that's in two parts. The first part of it is that there's kind of a scavenger hunt where I'm going to tell you things to find, and you have to go look in your house for them and find them. And if you don't have it, then I will have other suggestions for what you could use instead of that one. And then the second part is that when you bring the thing back that you found, then we'll do an activity with it. So I already did the first part at my house because a video, if I did it on the video, it would just be me leaving the room and then I would just come back 10 minutes later. So I already found all of the things that I'm going to need and they're all next to me. So when I tell you the thing that you need to go find, then you can pause the video and go find it, and when you come back, I'll know that you found it, and then we'll do the activity. All right? These are all of the things that we're going to find over the course of the whole game. But you don't have to find them all just yet. We're just going to find the first one. So, ready? The first one that we're going to find is a piece of paper. So, any piece of paper, you go find a piece of paper, and I will stay right here, and you can pause it if you need to. And then when you come back, then we'll get started. All right, did you find a piece of paper? I found one. I like to use a piece of paper that I already drew a little bit on so that I'm reusing it. So, here's what we're going to do with this one. This whole video is a good activity for you to have your mom or your dad or the adult who takes care of you help you with, because we're going to time a lot of things. So let's start by tearing the paper in half. It's okay if it's not perfect. These two halves aren't exactly perfect, but that's okay. No big deal. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to tear up one half of it into 10 pieces and time to see how long it takes you to do that. I've got my timer right here. So I'm going to see how long it takes me to tear this piece of paper into 10 pieces. Are you ready? Go! 2 pieces? 3 pieces? 4 pieces? 5 pieces? 6 pieces? 7 pieces? 8 pieces? 9 pieces? 10 pieces! All right, I did it in 17 seconds and 62 milliseconds. Now, we're going to try to beat that time. Whatever your first time was, yours might have been faster than mine, or it might have taken you a little bit longer than me. Both ways are okay. Now you're going to try to beat yourself in your own time. So, with the other half, we're going to tear it into 10 pieces and try to beat it. Are you ready? Go! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, I did that one 2 seconds faster than I did my first one. And now I have a whole lot of pieces. All right. Did you do the second one faster or slower? What made it easier or harder to tear the paper? Was it easier to tear when it was a whole big piece? Or was it easier to tear when it was already little pieces? Sometimes it's easier to tear a big piece because you can use your whole hands and just grab it and tear it. And sometimes it's easier to tear a little piece because your fingertips are stronger and you like to tear a little piece. It could be different for all kinds of different people. All right. Now that we did the paper tearing challenge, are you ready for challenge number 2? Here's what you have to go find. Can you go and find a pencil? If you don't have a pencil, you could use a pen or a marker. We're not going to be using it for drawing. We're going to be using it for moving our hands. So it's okay if it doesn't work. You could find a toothbrush. There's lots of things you can find as long as it's kind of long and skinny. You could find a popsicle stick. You could find, but hopefully everybody has a pencil. So, all right, go find a pencil. Ready, set, go. You can pause me if you need to. Are you back? You found a pencil? I have a pencil. my pencil is green and it has no lead in the front, so I couldn't even write with it, but that's okay. We're not going to write with it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to hold the pencil and pretending that you're about to write with it, but we're not. So hold it the way that you would hold it in your hand if you were going to write with it. And then you're going to use your hand to scooch towards the top of the pencil without dropping it and without using your other hand. And then scooch towards the back of the pencil. So your hand is kind of crawling on the pencil or scooching it around. To the front. And then to the back. If your pencil has an eraser on the back of it, then you could go all the way back until you touch the eraser. It's tricky to do this. I'm going to turn my hand around so that you can see it from the other way too. See how my finger is kind of inching on it like an inchworm? This makes your fingers better at controlling the pencil. Doing practice with this. All right, now that you understand how to do it, then I want to see how fast you can do it. So we're going to starting in the middle, like you're just going to draw, like kind of normal. And then we're going to scoot to the front and then scoot to the back. And we'll time it and see how fast you can do it. All right? So, all ready, set, go. Scoot to the front and then scoot to the back. And then stop your timer. That one's a short one. All right, now you know how fast you were able to do that. So let's go back to the middle again and let's do it one more time and see if we can beat your time. All right, ready? Oops, I did my timer wrong. Here I go. Scoot to the front and then scoot to the back. And then stop your timer. Did you do better this time? I did better the second time than I did the first time. And maybe sometimes you do better the first time than you do the second time. That's okay. You can keep trying it again later and see how fast of a time you could get it. Maybe you could get it to where you can do it super fast. Or you could try it with your other hand if you wanted to. That's trickier. I'm not very good with my left hand because I usually write with my right hand. My hand is a lot shakier when I try to do it with this hand. All right. Scavenger hunt item number 3. Are you ready for this? Let's see. The third thing that I want you to find is 5 pennies or coins. They can be any kind of coins. It doesn't have to be pennies. I don't even think I have 5 pennies. If you don't have pennies or coins, you could find buttons, or you could find like caps of bottles, like this is a water bottle cap. But something that's you could find checkers or like poker chips or tokens from a game. But pennies should be the easiest. So go find 5 pennies or something to work like pennies, and I'll be here when you get back. You can pause me if you need to. All right. Did you find 5 coins? I have 5 coins. I have 2 pennies, 2 dimes, and 1 quarter. Here's what we're going to do with these. We're going to have a coin competition. We'll line them all up on the table and then flick them. And we're going to see which one can go the farthest. So, I'm gonna throw in a water bottle cap just for interest's sake. We'll do all of them. All right, here we go. I'm gonna flick the first one. Uh-oh, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. All right, here's the first one. Flick. Ooh. It went all the way over there. Can you see it? I'm gonna flick them all, and then I'll show you where all of them went. Flick. Oh, that one went all the way off. Flick. That one didn't go very far because that's a quarter. It's heavier. Flick. Ooh, that penny rolled. Flick. That one didn't go very far either. I didn't flick that one very well. That's okay, though. And then flick. That one went off, too. All right, let me show you where they all ended up. So, let's see. In the Penny Wars. One of them's not showing up on there. Where is it? Let me come around here. I got one this far. This is the farthest that stayed on the table. One this far, and this far. And then one fell off all the way down back here. So that's the one that went the farthest. This would work better if I had a very long table. Maybe if you have a long, like a dining room table, or just a table that goes longer in your house, then you could do it on a long table and see how is the farthest that you can flick it. All right. Let's see what our next scavenger hunt activity will be. The next thing that I want you to try to find is 5 cotton balls. If you don't have cotton balls, you might have pom-poms. They're like these squishy, fluffy pom-pom balls. Or you could do it with little pieces of paper, or you could do it with, let's see, what else could you use? You could use anything that's small, like Cheerios or Fruit Loops, or any kind of cereal that's round or shaped like an O. You could do it with like small crackers, like Ritz crackers or Cheez-Its. But yeah, basically something that you have a lot of that's small that could fit several of them in your hand. That's what we need. But cotton balls would be the easiest. So, ready, set, go. You can pause me if you need to. All right. Did you find 5 cotton balls? Here's what we're going to do with these. I don't have regular cotton balls, but I do have these fuzzy pom-poms. So, we're going to see how many of them you can pick up without using your other hand and without them falling out of your hand. So I think 5 might be the maximum of cotton balls, but if you have something that's smaller, like Cheerios or something like that, you could probably get more than 5. So here's what we're going to do. Pick up one, hold it in my hand, and I'm going to keep holding on to it and pick up number 2 and hold it in my hand. Now I've got 2. I haven't dropped any of them. All right, I'm going to keep holding on to those. Pick up number 3 and hold that in my hand. This is already a lot. My hand's pretty full. I'm going to keep holding on to those. Pick up number 4 and put it in my hand. And then pick up number 5 and put that in my hand. I've got all 5 cotton balls. Now my hands are probably bigger than your hands are because I'm a grown-up and my hands are finished growing and your body is still growing. So if you can't get all 5, that's okay. And if you can get more than 5, then that's okay too. But 5 is just how many I'm using for this activity because I'm using these big fluffy balls. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see how fast I can do it. I'm going to open my timer back up. And I'm going to see how fast I can pick up all 5. But you have to pick them up one at a time. You can't just be like, ready, set, go, bloop. Everyone can do that. So, all right, I'm going to pick up 5 of them individually. Here I go. Let's see how fast I can do this. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I picked up those 5 pretty fast. How fast can you pick up all 5? And then you could do it again and try to beat your time. That's what I'm going to do. See how fast I can do it. Ready, set, go. 1, 2. Oh, I dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The one I dropped the 1, so I think it made my second time slower than my first time. I didn't do better that time than I did the first time, but that's okay. Sometimes I don't always do better the second time than the first time. All right. We finished the cotton ball challenge. Now, are you ready for the lid challenge? So here's what you need to find. You need to find 5 things that have lids. So I'm using, I flicked my water bottle lid and I never got it back. I'm using water bottles that have a little lid, like this. And I'm also using cups that have a big lid, like this. This is a reusable water bottle. Like these. So you can use any kind of thing that has a lid. You probably want something that's empty and not something that's full. So if you have a jar or a cup or something that's almost empty would probably also be okay, but we are going to take the lids off. So don't find something that you could spill or knock over and it would spill. So I'll wait here. You go get some things with lids. I'll get mine all set up. All right? You can pause me if you need to. All right, did you find 5 things with lids? Okay, I've got all mine here. So first we're gonna start by taking all of the lids off. This is not a race, this part's not a race. It's just taking all the lids off. All right, now here's the fast part. We're gonna start the timer and then see how fast we can put all the lids back on. Okay? So my lids are lined up in the order that they go in. But if you want an extra challenge, then you can mix your lids up so that you can find the right lid for the right thing. So, ready, set, go! Oh no, I put my lid on wrong. Make sure they're on all the way. All right, now I know my time to beat. So I got my set time for how fast I was able to put on all of those lids. And now I'm gonna take them back off. It's okay if you're still working on it. Did you get all of the lids on yet? Some lids are trickier to get on than other lids. Some lids are like these little water bottle lids and they only use your fingertips and you put the lid on with the tips of your fingers. Some lids are like these bigger lids and they're very wide and you have to do your whole hand instead of just your fingers. All right, I'm ready to do round 2 and see if I can beat my first time. Are you ready too? Whenever you're ready, you can pause me if you need to, if I went too fast. So you can pause me and get yourself set up for round 2. But I'm going to go ahead and start round 2 and see if I can beat my first time. Here I go. Go. I knocked over a water bottle. Freeze. Hey, I did that 1 second faster than my first one. I got a little bit better at putting on those water bottle lids. I wonder how fast is the fastest you could possibly do it if you kept trying and kept trying. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me how fast you were able to do it the next time that we talk to each other. All right, let's see. Let's do another one. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. So here's the next one that we will do. And if this is too long, if you don't have time to do all of these, then you could just pause it and come back later and do the other ones. No big deal. Actually, I think that that's a good idea. We're going to go ahead and pause it here, and I'm going to make a second video with the other ones because there are 10 total, and we did 5. So we did half of them. And this is already pretty long. So I'm going to pause it here. We'll finish the scavenger hunt challenge next time. Or you can just click on the next video if you're ready to go ahead and do the second part. I'll see you later. See you later for the rest of Scavenger Hunt Challenge 2.